I'm not sure.
You asked the question, do I want to go see other homes in the area? Why did I tell you no?
Because I'm sure that's a property that you wanted to see.
No,
specifically.
The reason I told you no is because you only gave me two options. My only options were a yes or a no because of the way you framed the question, right? Here's what we're going to do, Ronnie. While you're in the area, I want to make the best use of your time. There's 3 of the homes in Maxwell Park that are 3-bedroom, 2-bath that fall in that same price point. Let's go and see those homes while you're here. And I move on. You asked quite a few times, is that okay with you? And then you said this line, remove this from your vernacular. I won't lie to you. That's the same as saying, I'm going to be honest with you. Well, that's just who we are already, right? Well, I'm not going to lie to you. Does that imply that you were going to lie to me before you said that I'm not going to lie to you? Right? So like just being really cognizant of the words that you're using. And then when I asked you about the market, here's the words that I wrote down that really stood out. You said pretty much, like, and then you said how much it will go for, right? We don't know that, right? For you tell a consumer, well, then I'll tell you how much it will go for, and then we'll form our strategy, right? I can give you a broad idea of the market, but it does sound like you understand what's going on in this competitive market. Let me do a little bit more digging, and when I see you at the home tomorrow, I'll have some more facts for you, right? It's not like, well, pretty much like...
I think what happened to me is I got a little nervous. It's so funny because I'm like, oh, I feel like I practice it. And I was like, when I'm on this spot, and I was like, oh, crap. That's what it is.
And listen, man, overall, you did a really good job. And I tell you what, man, you do this for 3 weeks, you're going to come out of this a way better communicator and way better converter. So that's my takeaway. Johnny Boy, let's hear from you.
Thanks, hey, considering that you're new to the team, you're new to these calls, and that you stepped up and you went first on the day. I mean, I think that's great. Like, it's the reason that we do this, so you can get the feedback, like what Elias gave you. Obviously, like nerves play a part in it, but the more you practice, the smoother it all comes out. I think, you know, and Elias pretty much covered it, but practicing how you respond to that market question. Talking about the market in general, in this context, or with clients that are about to write an offer, or potential sellers, like the way, you know, what you say and being really careful with your words, it just comes with practice. There's definitely an art to talking about a challenging market like this. So listen to past calls, you know, just keep practicing, but overall, great job. And the steering wheel in the living room looks really funny.
Thanks, guys.
I thought that was cool. Kenny, how about for you?
I mean, overall it was pretty good. It just, you guys brought up all the gaps and things that could be changed. You can tell, you know, you definitely experienced that you've been in these calls before. You know, so, you know, keep this up, come to these meetings every Thursday, and we're going to talk about a little more, but we have spots opening up in the next 2 months. So most people who want to be in a program that are active and coming in definitely have a huge shot at getting on.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Yeah, so we have some really, really good news for the people that have been coming and have wanted it and have stepped up and have asked. Those people are probably going to get called next to start receiving calls. So exciting news coming. So let's go over to Angela. What? No?
No, I'm just kidding. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. All right. So 3, 2, 1, let's cue Johnny Boy.
All right, Angela, ring, ring.
This is Angela Rose.
Hey, Angela Rose, this is John from Zillow. I have Elias on the line. He'd like to see 123 Main Street in Oakland. Can I connect you?
Absolutely.
Here you go. Ding.
Hi, Elias. My name's Angela Rose with EXP. I'm your Zillow Premier Partner. How are you today?
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I see you're interested in touring 123 Main Street. What's your availability like?
Yeah, I am.
What's your...
Oh, I was thinking maybe after 5 today.
After 5? That's awesome. Do you have a couple hours after 5?
No. Wait, a couple hours after 5?
Yeah, like 5 to 7, 5 to 6:30. What you looking at?
Like 5:30 would be ideal.
Okay. So what I can do is I'll call the sellers and see if that slot's available. Are there any other times that might work for you? Say if not tonight, tomorrow?
Tomorrow, same time.
5:30? All right. There's also a couple additional listings in that area. I would love to take you to them. So let's try to get some 5:30 to 7 slots available for me. I'll send those to you via email. Let me know what you think and we'll go from there.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty. So my next step is I'm going to call, see what slots are available for us. You should hear back from me within the next 30 minutes and we can go from there. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I was curious. So in that area of Oakland, is it really going to be competitive?
You've been doing your homework. Yes, but we will always develop a strategy. So there's always going to be options for us. We will figure out what works best for you in that time when we're submitting offers. And I'll gather some information, bring it to you tomorrow about what homes were sold for in that area, how long they were on the market, and all of that good stuff.
Okay. All right. That sounds really helpful.
All righty. Well, if you don't have any more questions for me, you'll hear back from me in 30 minutes and we'll go from there.
Cool. Awesome.
All righty. Thank you and have a good one. Talk to you soon.
Great. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, so as you guys in the beginning of the call, what did I do with my cadence?
You were boring.
Exactly. I slowed it down because you're not. All right. Nothing about you is boring. And so I wanted to be extremely boring because you're going to have there like, hey, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Right. So I wanted to see like how you reacted. I think you did really, really well. What I heard from you is in the intro portion of it, I wanted you to not run on so much. Hi, this is Angela Rose. I wanted you to have a pause break. Hi, how are you? I'm good. And then ask another question. It seemed like it really went quick in the beginning. So that would be a polishing point for you. I think the way that you addressed the market question was like, you kind of like, you've been doing your job, right? Or you've been doing your homework, right? I felt really, really comfortable with the way that you explained it. And what you didn't do is you didn't use real estate jargon that I didn't understand, right? You didn't say, well, let me run the comparable data in the area and comps in the area to see it. But you're like, every situation is different. There's a strategy for every single home. That's kind of what I took away from it. It's like, hey, every home's different. Every strategy is different for each home. So we'll discuss that. I kind of felt like, without you saying it, like, I got you, right? I got you. You're with me. I got you. I'm going to call you right back in the next 30 minutes. And something you said that stood out was, so here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to call you back within 30 minutes. So really definitive stuff. And obviously you've been experienced, you've been working Zillow leads. So those are my takeaways and polishing points. Johnny boy.
Yeah, great job. I like it when Elias tries to go into character to kind of mess with people. Elias and Kenny, you guys missed out on Eric last week. He was a great.
What mean?
Eric was like an 80-year-old man, but had a girlfriend. But yeah, I think like the way you talked about it, your experience definitely shows through in like the way that you handled the market question and all that. I think the one thing was like, the way Elias talked and the way it was a little bumpy in the beginning, trying to get the time, you're going to deal with such a wide range of people on online leads that you are going to have to adapt your personality a little bit. So when he was talking really slow and really like, wanted some clarification on the time you were asking, I think just like, slowing down and becoming communicating in a way that's like more like a robot and more clear to somebody like that. But again, your experience definitely shows through. It's just refining particular things when you're dealing with, the wide variety of people that you deal with online leads, but great job. Like your energy was great. Like just keep it up, keep practicing.
Kenny, how about for you?
Yeah, that was a really strong call. You can show kind of the level of experience, even juggling, like opening the time range, confirming, hey, I'm gonna do this for you, but can you keep this open so I can work within this range for you? I'll call you back in 30 minutes. And just letting them know what you'll do and the tonish and reaffirming that, you've been doing your research. That was all like very, very high skilled. It sounds like you've been, doing a lot of training. And then, yeah, what Elias and John already touched on, the different personality types and the pace, you just got to match it because you might be too high. That was actually really good without being too high. I think it's a great call, but some people are going to be confused, so you want to just match the tone. But everything you said, like the words were all like on point.
Good stuff, Angela. Armando, let's go to you, my man. Are you ready?
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Awesome. And Sonny, you'll be next, man. So get ready. All right, Johnny boy, let's go.
Who is it?
It's Jonathan or Armando, excuse me.
All right, Armando, ring, ring.
Hello, this is Armando.
Hello, Armando. This is John with Zillow. The last online. He'd like to see 123 Main Street in Oakland. Can I connect you?
Yeah, sure thing.
Here you go.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. This is Elias, right?
This is. Hi.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's fantastic. Hey, so I just heard you were looking to see 123 Main Street in Oakland today, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. What time were you looking to view it today?
Did they connect me right to you from Zillow?
Oh yeah, that's correct. So I'm good. So I am your Zillow Premier Partner agent.
Oh, okay. Are you? So you're the listing agent?
No, I am not the listing agent.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, what time did you want to see the home on 123 Main Street?
I was thinking today at between 5 and 7, if possible.
Okay, between 5 and 7. All right. Well, how about this, Elias? Let's pencil in right now for 5 p.m. and I'm going to go ahead and see if that slot is available. And it does look like there are a few other homes within that vicinity that are available to be showed. So let me go ahead and try to book those also. And did you have any other questions for me about the market or anything about these properties?
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I guess if we're gonna, I just want to know, is it going to be super competitive?
So that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good question, Elias. And I'm pretty sure you heard how the market is competitive, throughout the news and everything. So this is what I'm going to do, Elias, is that once we meet, I'm going to gather the data and we're going to go over a few things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over how I have been structuring offers with my previous buyers, just to show you what I can do for you to make sure that we're going to be competitive in this marketplace. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, right on. Well, let me go ahead and confirm those showings, and I will give you a call back in about 15 or 30 minutes.
Sounds good.
Okay, awesome. Good talking to you, Elias. Have a good one.
All right, cool. All right, Armando, really good job. First time doing this. Good job. I definitely threw you off in the beginning, right? And so when I asked you that question is, are you the listing agent? Did you feel like you were throwing off your game right there?
Yeah, I was for like a quick minute. I was like, oh, wait.
So I mean, this is going to be something that people are going to ask, and it happens all the time. You're going to have to find a way, and obviously that's through practice, on how to really address that question, right? Like they're going to say, oh, are you the listing agent? No, but I'm so glad that you're with me. I'm the one that's been assigned to help you out. So let me ask you, and start asking like you address that, but then you move forward, you take control of the conversation, right? Mm-hmm. Because a listing agent has the best interest of the seller in mind, right? You have the best interest of the buyer in mind. So, being able to convey that message. But I think overall, you did a really, really good job. I think it's just buttoning some things up. And that question about the market, the word I didn't hear come out of your mouth was strategy. And I think it's important for them to know your strategy. That answer was a little bit bumpy, so I would just get that smoother. So when you have your next call and your next opportunity to have that conversation, it sounds a little bit better. But overall, really good job, Armando. Johnny boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked about this with, the way Elias is kind of trying to throw you off in the beginning. Like we talked about this if you were on last week with Eric, who's actively working these calls, is because he was really trying to do that too. And the reason that we try to kind of throw you off your game is you get all kinds of people, all kinds of different communication styles on the other end of these calls. So you have to be ready for whatever and ready to adapt. So, with practice and a strong intro and everything, it'll just help keep you on track. You said there's some other houses nearby. I think whenever you're bringing up like other houses, I think emphasize like there's some other houses similar to this one, or, with similar, or there's other 32s. Just not some other houses, so it doesn't sound like you're just going to try to like take them whatever you want them to understand, that that you understand what they're looking for, kind of based on the original house that you're sending. So a little more detail there. And then the market question, you know, started off good with your answer, but then just kind of trailed off, and the first part of it sounded like smoother and like you were prepared, and then you just needed to kind of add more words in there, and it just didn't make as much sense. But you know, overall, great job, and just keep practicing.
Kenny, how about from you?
I mean, I can tell you've been studying playbook, but overall, it wasn't a very fluid call. I could tell kind of opposite of Angela. So you could tell you've been studying playbook, but you lack the experience. It was kind of like finding sentences to plug in, but lots of room for improvement. But I think you could get the overall gist of it.
For sure. All right, so Sunny wants Kim to go next. So Kim's going to go next, and Kim, I'm going to give you a real life scenario from a call that we just reviewed today on our meeting. So this one's going to be a little bit different. So Johnny boy, let's go ahead and connect the call.
Oh, joy.
All right, Kim, ring, ring.
Hey.
Hey, this is John from Zillow. I have Elias on the line. He'd like to see 123 Main Street in Oakland. Can I connect you?
Yes, please.
Here you go.
Hello.
Hello, Elias. This is Kim Tran. I'm a Zillow Premier Agent with EXP Realty. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm good. Hey, sorry if you hear some noise. I got a baby in the background.
I freaking love babies. I'm at that age where I'm constantly thinking about them, but I'm not quite ready. How old is he?
3, almost 3.
You're going to have to send me some pictures when I meet you. Okay. All right. So I heard from John that you're interested in 123 Main Street in Oakland. Is that correct?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if the solar is owned or leased.
You know what? That's a really good question. I can probably talk to the seller's agent and pull disclosures for you. So I can go into that a little bit further into depth.
A disclosure? Sorry, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, so each property that is listed in the market, there are, let's just say, an information package that comes with them. And it goes over, you know, if they're in like a fire zone. It usually has like termite reports, which is my favorite section to check out. That lets me know like, you know, how much damage the property is. I'm sorry, it's a lot of real estate jargon. I can go into that further, but I can get the information on the property for you, and then I can tell you exactly if it's leased or owned. But you know what? Let's get back to what time would you like to go?
So I think maybe around 5 to 7 today, if possible.
Yeah, you know what? That's an awesome time because I'm available as well during that time. Let me check with the seller and see if that's available for them in the time slot. With this COVID season, there's a really strict protocol of at least 2 buyers and 1 agent per time slot. So let me ensure if that's available and I'll get back to you. And also, I know the area really well. I saw there was a couple of cute listings nearby, like at least 2 or 3. Let's plan to carve out at least an hour so I can show you all of them to make the most use of your time, since you have availability between 5 to 7.
Okay.
All right. Also, I just want to get by to you that there is a standard property entry form that goes over COVID safety protocols. I will DocuSign that for you. It is required by the seller prior to the meeting, so be sure to be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
Do you have any questions before I go ahead and DocuSign this?
Yeah, is this going to be really, really that competitive?
You know what? The market has been crazy, and I know it gives a lot of buyers anxiety, but think about this. The rate of appreciation is so great in California. Think about all the benefits you get when you're on the seller side. You know, it's pretty awesome, right? And with each property, there are different level of competitions. It definitely depends on how many people have seen it so far. And usually I ask the seller agent how many people had checked it out, how many requests for disclosure package that you have received. And then we're able to get a better grasp of what's going on with that area. But don't worry, regardless of what happens, I have your back. I do this a lot.
Okay.
All right. And I have one last thing to tell you, Elias. Zillow will send you a survey asking if I provided great service to you today. If you felt like I did a good job, please let them know. That would be so awesome.
Okay.
All right. I'll check in with the seller's agent. I'll probably get back to you within 20 minutes. If it takes me longer than that, I apologize. I'm just literally waiting for them to get back to me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Okay, Kim. Awesome. Really good stuff, Kim. Love it, love it, love it. Couple key takeaways from this is one of the first words that you said was freaking. Depending on who's on the other line, they might be a little bit like deterred from that statement. And then the second thing that you said to me, not knowing who I am, is send you pictures of my child.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Well, don't be sorry to me, but I would feel like, no, I'm not going to send you weirdo. I'm not going to send you pictures of my child, right? So, you know, just be cognizant of those things, right? Like, oh my God, you have a baby. How old? Oh my God, it's probably life-changing. I have baby fever myself. Okay, so, and then you said, I heard from John, right? So I understand that you want to see 123 Main Street on, you know, in Oakland, instead of saying I heard from John. And then past that point, when you said I'll contact the seller's agent, everything past that, I wrote here, you're doing too much. And what I mean by that is that, and listen, not that it's not good information, but it's good information for the second call, because you went into disclosures because I asked you that question and you went deep into the woods, and then, you know, the realtor and you started saying that your favorite thing is to talk about is a termite and how much damage. And then you went from there, you went to COVID and the number of people that could be in a house. And then I like this statement, cute listings in the area. I think you did the listing part and seeing other properties, but then you went into the standard property protocol procedure. Then when I asked you about the market, you talked about rate of appreciation, buyer anxiety, and then you went for the close. Then I'll follow up with
I'm sorry.
So no, don't be sorry, but hearing what I am saying and regurgitating that back to you, can you see why I can sense why that's just a little bit too much for the initial call?
Yeah.
So this is all good stuff to have. Rate of appreciation, buyer anxiety, prepping them on what's going to go, the framework of what's ahead, that it's going to be tough, it's going to be challenging. I got your back. Letting them know that you're going to take them through disclosures, letting them know what the PEAT form. Those are all things that could be done at the next call in person. So don't give up too much early on. Appointment, location, motivation. And also, so is it important for you to find a home that has solar? When you asked that question, you could have stayed on that question for a minute and qualified that, right? You said you want to find a house if it's leased or leased or owned. Let me get the answer for you, but let me ask you, are you looking for homes that only have solar? Right? So you qualified that question. You didn't have to go any further. So I think like just taking it down a notch or two and eliminating some of the words and getting really granular with the appointment, location, and motivation. Johnny boy, how about from you?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the best way to think about these first calls is that 90% of it should be about the appointment. If they ask you questions and you need to respond, obviously you're gonna discuss whatever they want to discuss. But if you go into it with the entire goal of setting the appointment and then following up with it, that's really all you need to do. So I think just kind of doing too much is a good way to describe it. When you were talking about some of that stuff, like when you were talking about the market and the things you were saying, like the things you were saying were good, and you could tell you had some experience there and your energy was good, but it was just too much for the first call. You really can just lock in the appointment and then follow up. And then just on the survey, when it is appropriate, the second call, and once you've established a little more with the client, is when you bring up the survey. But we never want to ask them, ask or tell them to give you a good survey. We want to, imply that it's important for you to provide a great service, and then kind of leave it up to them. We don't want to.
Sorry, I was confused. I thought that was all like one call. Okay, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, and there might be a situation where it makes sense and flows with what the client's talking about to cram that all in one call. But really, if you when you pick up these calls, if your goal is to get the information you need to set the appointment and get off the phone as soon as possible so you can call them back and confirm the appointment and then do a little bit more digging, these first calls can be pretty short.
Okay.
Awesome. Good stuff. Kenny, before you head out, I know you have coaching.
Yeah, I told him around 5 minutes late so we make the announcements, but I think that because Kim only started going these calls about 4 weeks ago, I think this is a good example of an experienced agent who has done a lot of online leads, but just doesn't know this format for specifically for Zillow. That would have been a great call for a Redfin lead or Upnest or whatever, but specifically for Zillow, this is why we come to training, so we can get that down, because this affects the overall score and conversion. And then you can almost do whatever you want, building rapport and talking however long you want on the second call.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
thank you.
And then, yeah, so that overall is good. It just needs some fine tuning.
Awesome. Kenny, you said you want to say something before you head out?
Yeah, I think, yeah, because I had the coaching call, so I'm trying to be part of the announcements for this month.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you want to take it away?
Sure. So let me get this list.
Yeah, I think we just, before we make the announcements, who made the flex squad, because a lot of people have been trying really hard. I think just, everybody just knowing that there's a lot of different criteria that goes into it. And if we're going to start activating people that aren't on the squad, we're going to be setting them up so they can get Zillow nurture leads, which aren't the direct connections, but they are leads through Zillow. And just keep in mind, like there's a lot of things that go into it. Production outside of Zillow Flex is a big part of it. People with jobs outside of being an agent, like if you have a job that is going to take you away from being able to answer these calls, like at any given moment, it's tough to put people on Flex that have other jobs. But all that being said, there's going to be room for everybody in the next couple months. And I think everybody that's gotten this has earned it, but that doesn't mean that the people that aren't on the list we're about to announce aren't close.
Yeah. So I mean, other than that too, it's people who've been showing for these calls. We do take a row, and then we're also adding on like people who's been showing for coaching. Showing up for Elias coaching. So I know the people out to get it. But we actually have a very short list of people left that wants to be on. Most people who want to be on will be on, and we've mentioned this many times. By like July at the very latest.
So we have nurture people that are going to be coming next month that will have nurture leads. And then we have our newest Zillow Flex members. So Kenny, do we want to announce the nurture leads first?
Why the run? So I already just talk about the people are onboarding this week. Congrats, Patrick. I know you've been hustling very hard. You've been on this. You're one of the top candidates to come on the program. So super excited to have you. Ben,
congratulations, Patrick.
Oh God, thank you.
And Ben's on this call, but Ben we added on. I mean, Ben's just a huge wealth of knowledge. I've been on appointments with him. I mean, I'm still learning things when I'm with him. I've been listing and buyer appointments with him, and he's been helping groom a lot of our newer agents mentoring. So Ben wanted to spot on the team.
And then going over to Rebecca. Rebecca, you are going to be on the next round of Flex. So congratulations, Miss Rebecca. Samantha.
Thank you. Sorry, but thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you've earned it. It's the good stuff. Samantha, you've been chosen to be on the very next round of Flex.
Yes.
Okay. Whatever that was, like a bird, but yeah, she's going to be on. Let's see, Kevin Magna. Kevin Magna, you are going to be on the next round as Zillow Flex.
Thank you very much.
And then last but not least, we have Miss Laura. Laura's been on the team for over a year now. She's been coming to coaching. She's been coming to these sessions. And so Laura, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. I was hoping for a little bit more excitement, but you can't expect everyone to be Eric, right?
I'm stoked.
Congratulations, everyone.
I was just got off that call. Sorry.
No, I'm super excited. I keep coming to try, because I have done online leads, but just learning the Zillow method, like you guys were saying, it makes you kind of be on your toes and think harder.
Yep. This is my first Zillow Flex training, and Elias said I'm going next, like 2 minutes after I got into the call, and I was like, oh my God. I have no idea what the scripted even is. I was just like, oh, I got to really listen in onto Armando right now.
We'll let Sonny go for the week. We'll make sure he has the playbook. But we have some other cool announcements. I'm going to be calling each of you guys right after this call to tell you, that you'll be on the next round. So this is great stuff. I know that you guys have been coming after it. If you want it, you guys are going to get on. It just might take a little bit longer. But yeah, you guys, I'm really excited. I think this will be great. We'll also be naming which squad you're going to be on as well. Some of you guys, we're already kind of determined on what squad you're going to be on because you've already been working with these people. But by the end of the day, you'll know what squad you're on as well. We'll do an official introduction with you and that squad leader, and then let you know about the times for squad events and so on and so forth. So I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked about the progression of the program and how everyone is growing and diving in. And we're going to keep it short, you guys. We're going to end with that because I want you guys to Go out there and crush your day, have some fun. But congratulations to the 5 of you. Congratulations to Ben Rojas. And I'll be giving you guys all a quick call right after this just to say hello. And then we will go from there, you guys. So keep coming to training, keep coming to coaching 3 times a week. And you guys, good things will come to you. I promise you.
Hey, real quick, everybody, and congrats to those that made it. I just dropped a link in the chat. If you could grab that link, regardless of when you're on the Flex team, this is something that needs to be completed for you to be eligible on the back end of Zillow to get leads, whether they're nurture or Flex. So please follow that link. It takes a few days because we need broker signatures.
Mine says I'm already registered.
Okay, cool. Yeah, some people that did it, when we first signed up for Flex, we had everybody on the team do it. So some people might already have it done, but for some of the newer agents, follow that link and complete the steps. So when it is your time to get off the bench, you'll have all the back end stuff taken care of.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome, you guys. So John, if you can hang tight for just a minute, everyone else, you guys can head out. But thank you for all the first timers to the call, stepping up and diving right in, because that's what's going to make you all stronger. So really good job, John. Just hang on for a few minutes, but awesome job, everybody.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye, you guys.
Bye. Thanks.
Amber, you can hop off. Oh, there she goes. Okay. And then I'll remove Gene from the room too. All right. So I guess Kenny wanted us to do that. So
yeah, no, it's all good. I was more like, just call Jesse. Call Jesse when you can, because he's reached out so many times. I feel like we owe it to him to tell him that he's not on. And that's why I wanted to qualify before Kenny started making the announcement. That's why I wanted to qualify. Like, dude, if you have a job, we can't put. You got to be a full-time agent, and you got to sell some shit outside of Zillow, which neither of those things have you been doing. So
yeah. So yeah, it's definitely
put our faces on a punching bag.
Yeah. So, but it is safe to say that we're going to turn on Zillow Flex nurture leads for Demian, PK, Molly, Miles, and Martha, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. To get them ready.
Hold on. It was Demian, Stephen Hahn, PK, Molly, Miles, and Martha.
And Janita. Janita's going to be the next.
Might already be on them because she was working leads before Flex started, but I'll put on the list too. All right. You know what we can do real quick is we don't have to do a draft. I mean, we can just pick, or we can just call squad leaders real quick and tell them who to pick.
Wait, say one more time.
We don't have to do like a draft with everybody, but we can call the squad leaders in the order that we would draft and just tell them who to pick and put them on the spot to pick somebody.
Okay. So I already know that I think Patrick should be with Eric.
Okay.
I think Samantha should be with Kate because she's at the Walnut Creek office.
Okay. Kevin Magna.
I'm just thinking like who's going to be the best for Kevin Magna. I was thinking Christina.
Okay. Ben, I feel like putting Ben with like one of the less, because Ben could be a squad leader, like putting Ben with like who you think maybe needs the most help as a squad leader.
I mean, well, he doesn't outproduce Dewey, so it's like, yeah, he might be a better potential leader, but he's not, he's not outproducing someone like Dewey. So maybe
I don't even mean production. I mean more like experience.
Kevin?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I think Kevin.
All right, so Rebecca, I think Rebecca.
Well, she's East County. We could put her with Christina and put Kevin with, who do we have left? Carmen and
Dewey.
Dewey.
So the two people we have left is
Kevin
Rebecca.
with Dewey.
What?
Let's put Kevin with Dewey.
Okay, so Kevin with Dewey. Okay.
And put Rebecca with Christina.
Rebecca with Christina, okay.
And put Laura with Carmen.
Oh, because now Laura is going to be on the crew with Juanita. Now they're equals because she was saying, oh, why are you taking those? So all right, so let's go through here.
So I have Patrick with Eric, Samantha with Kate, Kevin with Dewey, Ben with Kevin, Rebecca with Christina, and Laura with Carmen.
Yep. Cool. Awesome. I'll call all the squad leaders and let them know.
Okay, okay. So the plan. I'm gonna send an email to the people we just added to, other than Ben. So we should get the list of zip codes probably on the 28th. And I'm gonna wait so as soon as we get that, I'm gonna get them set up on the back end, and then so just let them know and tell them they can reach out to me with any questions. Well, as soon as we have that list from Zillow, then they can pick their zip codes.
Thank you, baby. You're welcome, son. You're talking so much, bro. It's really cool. All right, so let me just recap. Ben's with Kevin, Patrick with Eric, Samantha with Kate, Kevin with Dewey, Rebecca with Christina, Laura with Carmen.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. Well, this is good, man. Excited. Well, I appreciate all of your help, man. Dude. I don't know.
Did you